All right, welcome back to Stationeers. So we are in episode 7, and before we jump into it and get started, I just want to say thank you so much for all the support on the last episode. It's amazing seeing all the views and stuff come in, and it seems like you guys really enjoyed it. One of the feedbacks I got was the music. So we're going to try this episode with no music, background music. So down below, you can let me know what you think of this change. If you like it or don't like it, you can let me know. And then one of the other things I just got to ask, it looks like 13% of the viewership for the videos is subscribed. So a good chunk of you are not subscribed. Hopefully, if you enjoy this episode, I will have earned that subscribe button or that subscribe click. But enough of that, let's jump into it. So we are back. This is the Outpost number 2, where we left off in the last episode. So I've gone through, added in all of our power, upgraded our power. So we have 20 solar panels, 5 wind turbines. Did the same at Outpost 1 way over there. We have all of our deep miners running right now. So we can support that. And then I changed it around a little bit. So now we have our silo and stacker here where everything comes in. And then we have our centrifuges running here. It outputs, goes through this pipe network here, or chute network, down to here. And then our sorters and our silos are over here. And then I added in a vending machine to catch anything that does not go into one of the silos. Then we have our backpack silo, so we can dump our backpacks here. Those get loaded in on this side to our silo. Those go into our loader here, and then all of our ores will get fed into our backpacks. And then I have our sorter here for anything that is not a backpack. We'll go back through and through this chute network. And then the backpacks come through this line here to this loader, which is new, and I did the same thing at the other outpost as well. But this one is for our hard suit backpacks. I do not want to pick up 20 backpacks at a time from the vending machine. So I added a loader here because I am lazy. So that will feed our 20 backpacks into our hard suit backpack. So I only have to pick up one backpack, and it's turned off right now. There's two 10 length chutes underneath here. So there's plenty of room inside of the chute network for all the backpacks to stack up. And then when I'm ready to unload, I can just toss a hardsuit backpack in there, turn this on, and then it will fill up the hardsuit backpack and then push it to the vending machine. So we have that, our sorter computer here. And then the other thing I added is our little console display. So this is the status of the outpost, so we can see how much power we're getting in, what our charge is on our battery, how much power we're using, how much fuel we have. So we have 22.6 thousand moles of fuel. And for reference, one of those tanks, portable tanks, can hold, I think it's about 52 or 5,600 moles of fuel. So we got plenty of fuel. We have a status LED for our backpack storage, so how many backpacks we have in storage, how many stacks of ore we have sitting in the silo, waiting to be processed, and then what the total reagent amount is inside of all of our centrifuges, as well as how many centrifuges are running. And then I added this in as well, which is switches to turn on the centrifuges and to open and close them, so I can control everything from here. And that's all done through this script. So let's take a look at that script. And I will have this added to the workshop collection for the season in case you are interested in it. So starting from the top, like I normally do, I have names for everything that we're using. So we have LED outpost to charge, transmitter outpost to charge, LED outpost to power in, power out, fuel, backpack, reagents, dirty ore storage, power on for the number of centrifuges we have on. That's what CF is. And then we have the different things that we are using. So we are using a cable analyzer to read our power in, as well as another one for our power out. Then we have the backpack silo name, and then the dirty ore silo name. So those are the two silos you would need to name. And then we have the different things here that we're using. So we have the LED, which in this case is from the modular consoles. So that's the display 3 here. We have our silo, our nuclear battery, which is from the, I think, Power Extended mod is the name of it, I believe. Then we have our cable analyzer, our big insulated tank, our combustion centrifuge, and then a logic transmitter. And the way this works is we'll just quickly go through it. So we load batch from our battery, the ratio that gets us our charge ratio, and then we set the mode and the setting on our LEDs. I include mode here in case I want to place down more LEDs. So I can do more displays around the area because I'm using batch name. And so it just ensures the mode is correct on any of those new displays that I put down. And then we have our transmitter, which there's a transmitter I'll show you after this that is mirroring the pretty much acting as a mirror of our LED displays for each of the things that we're interested in. And then going on to the next part, so we set less than our ratio. So this is just controls the color. So if we are under 10%, sets the color red. If we are between 10 and 75%, we are yellow. And if we're over 75% full on our battery, it's green. And that's just going through here to do that. And then it sets the color. Same with our analyzer. So we're just loading in the power actuals from each of the analyzers, setting the mode on the display again, setting the setting there. Same with the transmitter. So we set that here as well. And then setting the mode and setting as well for power in, power out, and then same with their respective transmitters. And then this controls the if they are red or green based on if we have more power coming in than power going out, it's green, otherwise it's red. And then same with our tank, we just load the total moles, set the setting on the display, save the setting to the display, same with the transmitter. And if we're less than 5,000 moles of fuel, we go red. If we are between 5,000 and 15,000, we are yellow. And if we're above 15,000 moles of fuel, we are green. And then very basic here for the displays. The main thing is on our reagents. Same with our checking if the centrifuges are on. The main thing we're doing is summing the batch instead of just the average like we were doing everywhere else. So those are just the small difference there. But that is our code for controlling our outpost. And then underneath here, I have our logic writers for the switches. So these go to their respective centrifuges for controlling whether they're open and on and so on. And then our transmitters. So all this does is you set it to active, and then it can read the its setting is available on the transmitter network to be read by another transmitter. So we're doing outpost 2 power in, outpost 2 power out, outpost 2 charge, outpost 2 fuel, and then over here the other 4 for the other displays. And this is set up the same way at the other outpost. I'll just put this guy back. There we go. But that is our outpost. Outpost 2 is done. So let us head back to the main base, and then we'll go over what we're doing in today's episode. All right, so we are back at the main base. Here's our garage with all our fuel that we did in the last episode. Let's see. Yeah, 2,000 and right under 4,000. So, yeah, 5.9 or so thousand moles of fuel per canister. So, and the centrifuges do not burn through those that quickly. One of the things I did was I added in a little bit more power to our base because we are starting to use power here. So got some more solar panels down. We'll add some more in eventually. And then I added in the large omnidirectional power transmitters from the same mod with the nuclear batteries. So that just helps. I changed over to the wireless nuclear batteries and some of our tools. The welder is still on a nuclear battery, and the labeler is still on a large battery. But let's go inside. So here at the base, so same kind of thing. The scripts or the code is a little different. So let's pop this guy up. So I added one of these rooms on each side here of our little console, and then I have our code here. So we will import that. Get out of the hole. So it's the same thing on the transmitters. There, I just named them receivers. So these, you just use the little screw here at the bottom to connect with the transmitter that you want to see the setting on. So I've gone through and done that on all of these for each outpost. So this is outpost 1 and outpost 2 is over here. But we'll put this guy back. And of course I put it in the wrong spot. And did it again. It's going to break my OCD if it's different than the rest. But let's go through the code real quick. So this one's a little different. So same thing at the top, have the names for everything. So outpost 1 here. Pretty much the same except for the transmitters. I just changed the name to receiver so I can differentiate the two. And then on this one, we don't need as many things to track, so we just have our LED, which same thing, modular device LED display 3 for the modular console mod, our transmitter, and then our diode here, our light diode or LED diode. So same kind of thing. So main loads in from the transmitter, and you can't transfer color settings across the network without using a second transmitter, from what I could see. So I'm just re-implementing the same code to change the color on the displays, and that's pretty much it on there. Basically, if you were doing this yourself, you're changing the load batch name to the transmitter instead of the individual device. So in the other code we were reading from, say, like the fuel tank in this situation, this one we just change it to the transmitter that is giving us the fuel setting, and we're just loading that setting. And then same thing, pretty much. The only difference is I did add some warning lights in so we could check at a glance. So that's what this diode is for. So if we are under 2% battery charge at any of the outposts, the light will turn on and go to color red. Otherwise, it will be off and colored green. So that's why they are green in the background. Same with the fuel. If the fuel goes under 2000 moles, the light will come on as well. So that's what these are doing. And then same thing, so we have our input, output of power, our battery charge, our fuel, backpack storage, our dirty ore storage, number of reagents in the centrifuges, and how many are running. We could try to implement something where we can remote control those centrifuges, um, but I don't see a reason to do it here at the main base. I think just having it at the outpost is enough. And then, yeah, furnace is still the same. Everything else is still the same. Just got a bunch more material. Printing off some cables here. And let us jump down below. So this is what a lot of material and time went into doing, was expanding this. So we have our area here underneath the base now expanded out. And this is where we are going to do all of our sorting and storage for our silos, for all the ore coming in from the outpost, as well as doing silos for specific ingots to store as well. So we're going to have ore and ingot storage. So I think we are going to move a lot of this stuff. But before we do that, let's grab some chutes. I don't need quite that many at the moment. And we are going to go to the garage and see where we can drop in a hopper. So we'll need one of these. Forgot to print that. So we'll get one of those going. And let's figure out where we want to drop this guy in at. Kinda tempted to do it maybe over here somewhere. Maybe we go right underneath our locker. Let's see what is down below. Okay, so we would come out right in the middle, it looks like. Close that door so it's not sucking in atmosphere, and then down here. So we would come in right here in the middle of this area. We could run chutes across the top of the base. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Um, hmm. Yeah, let's go grab the hopper and then see about putting that in there. So, got our hopper. Let's pull this frame out. That way we got room. Ooh, the pipe's gonna be in the way if we do this guy here. Um, oh, and the cables for the lights. Okay, that might not be a good spot for it then. Okay, so if we're right there, could try coming up from over here then. Could, yeah, do it over here. This might work a little better because we are in the corner here. So let's see. We could do a full block down. Oh, looking at the wrong thing. Oh, yep. That's gonna be a problem. Cable junction must be. Yeah, I got this cable here. We could move that though. So we'll pick this up so we can try moving it. So we'll have our chute here, which means I'll want walls on this. That way it's sealed from the garage. So just like I did on this one here, so it separates the atmosphere from upstairs versus downstairs. So we're just enclosing this here. All right. And with that, drop these guys here. Put our power cable back for our light here. Just moving the cable to the other side of the light. So light is back. And we'll put our flooring back up on the roof because that makes sense. And now, actually, yeah, we'll just get rid of this front wall. So we can pass our chutes through. So that's not an issue. And let's take a look. So I think the next thing to do is rip up all of this. Am I done? Okay. I was loading in some more volatiles, so we'll clear that one out. That way there's nothing left in there when we go to pick it up. Yeah, I'll just go like that for now. Put these back on the shelf. But I will get this all ripped up and I'll bring you right back. All right. So we have everything deconstructed now. So let us start figuring out how we are going to process everything. And what I'm thinking is, so I know I'm going to want unloaders. That's for sure. And I want one primary unloader. So this is going to be for our um, hard suit backpack. So the hardsuit backpack will go in, unload the other backpacks, which means I'm going to need additional unloaders for those other backpacks. So let's see if we do. So I'll need a corner. So corner, in with a overflow. And then let's do a couple of these guys. I'm thinking maybe three. Three I think three will be good. So we'll do three unloaders. Then we need where is it? Overflow. And just like we're doing at the outpost, oh, should have refilled my water in that break, but that's fine. Oh, so I'm going to need to pull this guy back by one, which that will work. So we'll do something like that. This guy will just get a Actually, yeah, we'll just go straight in with this guy. So we'll do straight or corner. Yeah, corner there. So we'll be able to unload three backpacks at a time. Let's move this guy back. I think we just need to move him back one. Yeah, that will give us the room we need to go out with a corner and straight. And another corner. Okay. We got plenty of time warning. Okay. So we'll be able to drop our backpacks in from the top inside the garage. Goes in. Our main backpack gets unloaded. The rest of the hard suit back or the other backpacks will come into these unloaders, get unloaded. The main hard suit backpack will just pass right through. And then we'll need a sorter to pull out all of our backpacks again. And then run it back up to our garage, which will probably do something like right here. So if we do, we'll just do our sorter for our backpacks. But let's go top up our food and water and then get back to this. Food and water has been topped up. And I think I am going to disconnect this guy. Yeah, I think these guys are just drawing in way too much power. I think it's 600 watts. And same with this guy over here. There we go. Think I need to expand power before I start doing quality of life stuff like that. Let's see. Yeah, so now we just need 12.6 or 21, 22. And that's a lot of it's from the battery chargers. But we'll jump back down there, grab our sorters. And let's see. So all of these are going to come out into one chute network. So we should be good to go right there. So we could do a junction like this, and then the rest like that. So they'll pass right through and into the loader, or into the sorter from the loader. And then anything that's a backpack or a like belt item, pretty much anything that's not ore or ingots or ices, will just get pulled out from here and then pushed into our back into here, which I think I'm gonna raise this guy up. That is our sorting of backpacks back to our garage when we drop stuff off. Uh, that means after this, we'll need to sort out our ores and ices. And I'm thinking ices we will pull out first. That way it can come back here, is what I'm thinking. And then this is our input for the container up there on the top, which we can just pass and connect right into this guy. So let's take care of that first. Okay, so that handles the input from both of our drop points. So backpacks through, it will mean that our backpacks end up in our garage, but I think that's better. That way we don't have to worry about them being blown away during a storm. So that works. So next we need our different ices. And we also need a refrigerated vending machine, which I don't think I made any of those. So let's go take a look. Okay, so we got two of the refrigerated vending machines. So let's find a place to put these. So maybe right here on the other side of our chute network coming down. So we'll do both of these guys right here, which means we'll have two more coming out. So we'll have to remember that. And how do we want to do our start of our sorting? We could break this into its own separate network. What I mean by that is we set one sorter to allow any ice through from our main point here, and then do separate sorters for each specific one after that. Um, yeah, I think that will work. Because then we can just pop it out right here, bring it this way, and then do separate sorters into each of those there. which we will have 4 of them. So say this is where we want it to start at. So 1, 2, 3. So we will need to pop it out to probably there. And then we can do a refrigerated vending machine as a catch-all. So fifth one. That will pick up anything that was not part of these ices and then store it. And I'm using refrigerated vending machines. That way the ice doesn't melt while it's in storage. So we'll name this guy so we know what it is. So all ice. So we'll go from there. Means it's going to come out on this side. Yeah, on the right side, so that's perfect. But that covers our ice. So now let's take a look at our ores. I'll pause the game as well. So we need a silo for charcoal just in case it comes through. Dirty ore. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 silos. The space ice will be, you get this from rockets, from mining ice in space. So most likely we won't need to worry about it here for our main sorting system. But just in case, that will go out with all the ice. And then we can add a refrigerated vending machine in for that. Most likely that's what number 5 will become. Which means we might need to add one more in right here, but we got the room for it, so I'm not too worried. But let's see. So the dirty ore, this dirty ore is from mining in space. So both of those and the reagent mix, all 3 of those are going to be on one sorter. So let's go grab some more sorters from over here. And let's start laying these down as well as looking to see where we're going to put our silos. So 12 of them. How many can we fit across here? So we have 9 here. So we'd have enough room to go straight across. With our vending machines here, we're going to have at least 4. Okay, so maybe we turn them to go down like this. Yeah, right here on this level, or on this line. Then we do 1 space, and then our silos here, down this line. So I'll pick that up just so we have a marker. So I'm thinking we do silos here for all the different ores. Yeah, that would work. We would have, let's see, so this space here for our sorters. This will be our catch-all vending machine, and then this would be the last of probably volatiles, oxide, and then water, nitrice, space ice. Yeah, so space ice, yeah, all the way through here. So we could put our sorters on this line here, and then we have this line here to work with putting the sorters in for our silos. And if we do that, that means everything's going to pass through on the left-hand side, and then we're filtering out on the right-hand side. We maybe do that on this side then? Because then we could do the opposite when we're doing our ingots, since they'll be over here on this side. Yeah, and then we have a space here, so I just need to flip these silos around. So I'll do that. So with the silos on this side and the input coming in on this line here, we can run that conveyor belt around the outside here of the wall, and then bring it over here, sort everything, and then have a catch-all at the end for anything that's not part of our ores. Uh, and then when we are going to automate the furnace, we can take the chutes out this direction, even across the top because we're out of the way of the lights now, and then bring it over to our furnace. So yeah, I think that's gonna work a lot better. So I'll get the sorters placed, and you'll see what I'm talking about here. So with our silos set up like this, allows everything unloaded from our drop-off point, comes through here, goes around the outside of the wall, drops down here, and then we can start filtering off the individual ores. So we have 12 silos. Then we will add most likely just a vending machine here at the end that we can pass this pipe into. That will kind of act as our catch-all for anything that is not part of a silo, just like we're doing at the outpost. So I will get this all welded up and I'll bring you back once we are done. All right, so we are back. So everything is hooked up downstairs. Let's take a look at our outpost. So we've seen that our backpack storage has gone down, so we got at least one backpack full of material, and it looks like we actually need to turn that third centrifuge on at both outposts. You can see that the dirty ore is backing up. We're already up to 42 stacks in Outpost 2. So we'll have to take care of that. One of the things I did while we were doing that time lapse is I added a APC here just so we can keep power on here in case we do lose power. And speaking of power, one of the things I also did was upgraded our cable here going into our battery from our wind turbines to the super heavy cable. So that's what this is now. And then I moved the transformer over to the solar panels. Just so I don't have to run super heavy cable all the way out there, I can just put a transformer here and then connect it with the regular heavy cable. But if we look at the super heavy cable, we can see that it can hold up to 500,000 watts versus the heavy cable at 100,000 watts. So 5 times the capacity. And with that, I also added some more wind turbines here. So we're up to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 of them now. And that's heavy cable all the way down, just so we can generate some extra power during while they're running, as well as during storms, which we just had a storm pass through. So that's why our battery is up to, I think, right around half or so. But our power has decreased back down to about 8 kilowatts that we're using. So the solar panels should be able to keep up with that. I've just been making some steel frames here. Let's go back downstairs and take a look. So I got the vending machines hooked up. So we have vending machines now for our overflow, pretty much our overflow and space ice. Well, we're going to have a space ice one as well, but we have our different vending machines here for the ices, as well as wired those up, moved the sorters down to here. So now we can walk up and down this line right here for our silos. Added in all of our silos, got everything named as well, and then have the sorters and stackers here on the back all hooked up and powered up as well. So we should be good on being able to grab ore from our outposts, being able to load it into here and have everything run correctly. The last thing we need to do is just hook up a outlet up there on the top there and then enclose this area, which we can take care of right now. And we just need one more wall, which should be, yep, right over here. And we still need to figure out what we're going to do with our centrifuges down here, which I'm thinking this area up here might be a use for it. So there's that. We'll get it painted gray color, I think, just so it matches the walls. So there's that. I believe everything is turned on. Yes. Okay. So everything's turned on, ready to go. And let's see. Yep. Backpacks. And this guy should be all ice. Yep. And then the other thing I did while I was building this was I went through on our computer here and I did all of the uh, filters on our sorters. So all of this has been set up. So we can see we got silicon, biomass, cobalt, our lead, our nickel, our silver, our gold, and so on. So all of that is ready to go. So I think we will head over to Outpost 2 because it's in the most need of getting that third centrifuge turned on. And the sun is up now. And we'll jump in the rover, I think. Head over to Outpost 2 and then head over to Outpost 1 after that. And then let's get the chute network hooked up here. So, yeah, so that's where our chute is coming through. So we could do something like just an outlet. Actually, I want to go up. Actually, we'll go to the side here first, then up, and then we'll do a outlet. I think we'll run it back on itself one time. So like this, and then have the outlet come towards us. Yeah. So outlet. There we go. And then do I have any grading over here? Oh, we need to weld this guy back up. Let's grab some flooring so we can put a hole in there or a cover. So we'll just put a opening on here. I think, yeah, we'll just do something like that so we can stand here, toss all our backpacks in, or our backpack, and then everything should come out right here. But let's head over to the other base. I'm actually gonna steal that nuclear battery since the other ones are charging. Put it back in my glasses. And I did re-enable the Beef's improved rover mod. So our rover is a lot faster. Since we don't need to transport gas that much or fuel, I figure it's safe to turn back on. But I will see you in a moment when we get back over to Outpost 2. All right, so we are back Outpost 2. Let's park our rover inside. I know a storm just came through, but just in case. There we go. So we can come over here and we can. There we go. That was weird. Let's see. Okay, so everything is turned on. We will open up our chutes. Oops, not that one. Okay, let's pick this up. Okay, making sure nothing else snuck by. And we are up to, yeah, 44 in there. And we will empty out these centrifuges. So to do that, we'll just turn everything off, open everything up, and we should see our reagents going down. And we can see in the background everything is being unloaded with those window chutes so we can see. Those things are loud when they're stressed out. And what we can also do is turn this guy on. So we'll see those backpacks start going into there. And it looks like, yep, everything is unloaded. So we will flip our switches. We can see everything is starting back up. I think the stress is going to hit 100% and then it will go into its shutdown cycle. And while we're waiting on that, we can come over here, unload our backpack. Now we got our backpack with all of the resources that we got. So a bunch of coal, good amount of iron, some gold, some cobalt, all the stuff that we need. All right, so that's our outpost 2 cleaned up. Yeah, we'll have to watch that number. So we are at 46 on the backlog. We'll see if that increases or decreases at the end of the episode. That'll let us know if we need more centrifuges out here. Oh, there's another one that made it all the way over here. Holy cow. I think this one was from earlier. It's damaged by the storm. But we'll toss that guy in there. Close our doors. And let's head to Outpost 1. All right, and we are at Outpost 1 now. So let's get the rover stored away in the garage. There we go. Flip it off. Let's take a look. So we are at 17. Looks like it is right on the cusp of to being able to keep the silo empty. But let's turn that third one on after we unload. Got about 3,000 grams of ore in there. So we'll let it unload real quick. We should see the number at the top start decreasing. That's our backpack. Probably go down by at least 1, I think. Go check out the ore coming out. There we go. We can see everything being filtered. It looks like mostly iron at the moment. That guy's got a bunch of iron in it. Same with this guy. So everything's waiting on going into this silo. But we were running low on iron, so that's perfect. We need the iron for making chutes. So we'll be able to do that. And all of our centrifuges are empty now, so now we can close them and turn them on. We see the light pop on, and everything will start spinning. We are going to use a little bit more fuel with all 3 of them running, but we have so much fuel at each outpost, I think that's fine. Now let's go turn on. Oh, wait, did that? Yep, so we did drop some on our backpack use. I think we have 2 in here. So let's turn this guy like that. This will bring us a backpack. Oh, we actually have 4 in here. Okay. And look at all that iron. Bunch of goodies in here. A bunch more iron, some silver, some lead, nickel, silicon. Nice mix. Same with this one. And this one as well. So awesome. So we'll bring that backpack with us. I did shut this guy off. Yep. And it is closed. Perfect. And yep, we are empty on everything. So I put 25 backpacks in each outpost. I figure that would be plenty. So we'll close our doors here. We'll head back to main base. All right, and we've made it back. So I think in total that was less than 5 minutes for sure for us to do a loop of our outpost and make it back to the main base. And before we toss our stuff in, I think I need to go turn the power on downstairs. So we'll do orange first, and then purple. And we should see our backpacks come out there on top. Once this is done, drop back down here and take a look. So we should see our ores coming through. So there's an unloader there. And that guy's working as well. So this is our iron silo. Oh, missed one cable. Give me one moment. So we got our iron coming through. This is coal. We got copper over here. So it will take some time for everything to make its way through. But our sorting system is working, it looks like. Let's see if there's anything in here. Does not look like it. We can check this a little easier by bringing out our device configuration tablet and just checking the quantity. So nothing, nothing, and nothing. Okay. So that's our biomass, our silicon. We got 3 in there so far. Cobalt, our lead, our nickel, our silver. So now we just need to make a way for us to have all this information available on one little display or one console by being able to see the different quantities in our silos. But I'll work on that in between episodes. Since our silo system is set up, we'll wait on the ingots until we do something with our furnace. We might move our furnace around. I'm gonna have to think on that. But let's top up our food and water, pick up some of this mess, and then take a look at expanding our base. So I'll see you right after I top up our food and water. All right, food and water are topped up. So let's go take a look at our base expansion area, our living area expansion. This guy is definitely getting a powered vent soon. And check our outpost. So 49 and 20. So see how that goes. And I think I have walls, yep, in this bag. And let's do some inventory management real quick. So my thinking for our expansion, I think I mentioned it in the last episode, but we'll go over it again. So we're going to keep this too high like we currently have, extended all the way out around the outside of this area. Then we are going to do, I think, foundations here on this row. So it would look something like this right here. So these will be foundations. We can use the corners here to run pipes and chutes if we need to around and then pass them through the foundations. And then up on the top level, so up here, this will be our grow house. So we'll have growing area for all across the top here. And I think we're going to do just walls, yeah, just windows like this through. So it'd be something like that. And then on this level, we'll do our composite walls. So like that. I know we are going to need a bunch of glass, so let's get that printing started. All right, let's get this side going and we can take a look and see what it looks like. Okay, so yeah, our area is gonna look something like this. We'll have to fix this corner once we bust everything open, but we'll do something like that. Just need to figure out a color now. How does black look? How about you guys decide what color we paint the base? We're doing orange on the outpost, but we'll do a different color for our actual living area. But I think we will do this around the outside, and then our roof will be windows as well. So something like this. And that will be our new base. So give me some time and I'll be right back with you once I have all the walls in place. All right. So, got the exterior of the base laid out. Before I forget, let's make some more stairs. I definitely don't want 500 of them. Give me a stack of 10. So let's go take a look. So I still need to finish up the airlocks, but I'll take care of that between episodes. So we'll go in here. And I'm thinking this is going to be the layout of our base. We'll have stairs going up to our greenhouse. And I think with the tube mod, there is a corner piece I can put in here that's rounded. And then we'll have another set of stairs going up right here to the final level on each side. So we'll do that. And then we'll have our greenhouse up here for growing all of our different plants. And I'm thinking I'm going to do kind of a 2x2 foundation with a liquid cooler in there to control the heat. And then separate atmospheres, and then just have grow pots down the middle, maybe 3 wide or 4 wide, all the way down. Maybe not in the corner, so starting right here. So we'll do grow pots down the middle. Uh, Probably, yeah, I'm thinking 3 wide. Do 3 wide, and then make it a couple foundations long. That way we can grow, say, 30 or 40 different plants at a time, and we'll just have different rows of those with separate atmospheres for growing different types of plants with different grow light timers. So we'll have chips to control the grow lights. Got the portable scrubber moved over here, so it's just slowly clearing out the pollutant that's in this area. We do have a bunch of oxite on us, so we can should be able to start pressurizing this area. So if we do that, this is not going to melt because it is nighttime. So if we do help it a little, can get a little bit of atmosphere in here. That way during the day it heats up enough to melt the rest. And I'm thinking definitely all of this oxide to pressurize this base. And one thing I'm thinking of as well, which I'll do in between episodes, is we're going to have multiple sets of printers. I'm thinking a dual set. So we'll have another airlock here back into the main base. So this airlock will just move over to this side. And I'm thinking we're going to do probably 2 sets of printers. So maybe on one on each side here, going back into the workshop. And then we will pull the ingots up to here and have them feed into vending machines up here that we can use. That way, if we need to print something, we can just pull it from the vending machine there and throw it in for any ingots. And yeah, we'll get some lights in here, just kind of like what I did downstairs and in the workshop. But let's close this back up. Yeah, still need consoles and some more active vents. Weather station will probably get moved over so it's closer to this corner so we can see it when we go in and out of the base. Got to get some more solar panels, but let's go check on the outpost. See how they're doing. So we are down to 17 backpacks in storage. Nothing left in the silos, and we are sitting on looks like 2,000 grams of reagents in all the different centrifuges. And then same with this guy, we are down to 18. The number in the silo is decreasing. We started at 49 and we're down to 40 now. Reagents going up. Still got plenty of fuel, so we're good there. And batteries are perfectly fine, so Doing good on that end. Let's see if our backpacks came back up. And looks like they did. So we can grab our orange one, put our orange backpacks back in, and then same with our purples. And there we go. So that seems to be working. Let's go check underneath and see how much stuff we have in our different silos. I'll be using that material to finish up the base expansion, our living area expansion. And let's take a look. So that's our dirty ore. Yeah, we shouldn't have any in there. No uranium yet. No biomass. Silicon, we have 6 stacks. Cobalt, we have 4 stacks. Some lead, we have 9 stacks. Nickel, we have 6. Silver, we have 9. Gold, we have 11. That's good to see. Copper, we have 8. Coal, we have 20. And iron, we have 95. Holy cow. Making a bunch of iron. Guess that makes sense. We do have 2 pure nodes of iron coming through. And we got our ices over here. And then last thing, forgot to talk about this earlier, but I enclosed the area over here that we were using for our atmospherics, all our storages. This is enclosed as well, the chute network here. But what this does is it is completely vented right now. But in case any pipe breaks or anything like that, it gives us a chance to reclaim the atmosphere without completely venting it into the planet. Looks like we are low on volatiles and our fuel. We are sitting on 39,000 moles of fuel in our system. I did add some more mixers here just to speed up the process. And then nitrogen, yeah, 10,000 moles. But I enclosed this area out here just so it gives us a chance. And then I put a blast door on here. That way we don't have to worry about the pressure building up if, say, like these tanks ever ruptured. With the blast door here, we don't have to worry about it coming back inside the base. I'd rather these walls fail and then vent back into the planet versus it venting back into our base. That was the thought process here with the blast door. But I think I will leave it here on today's episode. Got a lot done, got our sorting all done for our outpost. Uh, yeah, the only thing left to do is put in more silos here for our ingots and then connect chutes up to vending machines. Hopefully, this spot will do that. Actually, no, I think we need to go that way if we want to have our vending machines up there. And then our furnace, we'll make some reinforced windows. That way we can, or reinforced walls. That way we can make a hot furnace. And check on it, make sure everything is working. But yeah, I think I will leave it here. Thank you so much, everyone, for sticking around and watching. Let me know what color you want the base painted down below, and then let me know what you think of the no background music on the video. But thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.